Happy Friday.
Hello, everybody. Sorry about the slight delay. We had a little bit of a problem again. We are having issues with our laptop. It is time for a new one. Maybe Santa might bring me one. I don't know. But I need a new laptop. This one is basically, it's archaic. It's like from, when did you buy it? For my 30th? Yeah. So that's like 7 years old. So in laptop terms, it's pretty much dead.
The chat was going really slow. I don't actually.
Yeah,
I think it started catching up.
I did see one or two things saying, "Are we live yet?" Yes, we're live, and I'm so sorry we're late.
Hopefully, you can hear us. If somebody just put a quick thumbs up in the chat, that would be good,
because that could be broke as well. But yeah, we might be late starting. If it's all right with you, we might slightly run over. Who knows? We won't con you out of time. We don't do it like that. So yeah. So hello everybody, and welcome to yet another live. I couldn't tell you what number it is because we don't count them. We don't count because it was just like chatting to friends. That's how we see it. It's just a way to chat and socialize with you.
And that's what this hour or so will be about, is just kind of chilling out and having a chat.
Yeah. It's all been a bit crazy lately. I'm working currently. I have two phones, which I'm editing. God knows what. I've only just started editing the P&O Britannia from our group cruise. As you know, I finished the Virgin voyages. That's all finished. So that's done and dusted. The next one, it's not going to be as in-depth as usual because we had to entertain about 53 people, I believe it was.
Exactly, 53 people.
It was very specific, but it was 50-odd people, I'm going to say. So we had to entertain them, and it was all about engaging, interacting, spending time with those people. They'd paid to be on that cruise, so we gave them all of our attention. So it wasn't ever going to be about a vlog. It was about spending time with them. However, I have got footage. I have had a little spin through what's on my phone. There's some good stuff, some lovely photos. I've got a couple of time lapses. So if any of you have come home from the group cruise and you're thinking, I wish I videoed this, hopefully I might have some time lapses of some of the fjords. Unfortunately, we didn't have Flam, did we? Because we left late and it was dark. But hopefully I've got footage. So yeah, that's there. I can see there's a lot of you in the chat. So
another thing you've been busy with, we might as well address this now while you can see it.
I'm not nuts. I am not nuts. There's method behind this complete utter madness. One, it takes me a long time to put all this stuff up. As you can see, that tree over there hasn't got anything on yet. This one has. There are ranges everywhere. It is festive here, or ish. In the living room is finished, pretty much. You may know Mr. Fish, he's gone. I don't know if we ever said this, but Mr. Fish died. There was a disease and it killed all the tank. And Gavin threw the fish tank in the skip. So I have no fish tank anymore. So this is now my Christmas festive display. So that's what it'll be. We are waiting actually for a new sideboard too. So that's what we're going to do tomorrow. So there won't be any editing this week because we have to finish finalizing festivities in our home, and we have to unpack and flat pack sideboard. So that will be new. That's our plan for the
we have been quite. You've made us sound very busy actually.
I've actually been flat bonkers. I've got 3 trees out there that I've just built today, and I'm like, because one of them is like it is like a cut and shut Christmas tree. I've had it for, I'm sure I've said it before, I bought it when I worked in Pound Stretcher years ago. It was Christmas Eve. We were taking the trees down. I think it was just easier to sell it to me and my boss at the time. I mean, I wasn't in management then. He just said, do you want it? You can have it for £2. I was like, £2, I'll take it. And it was like a 7-foot tree. I've had it since ever I met Gav, from the very start. And it started to get very big. And then I decided when we moved in here, we put the conservatory up, I was going to put a 3-foot tree on top of the 7-foot tree. So it went all the way up into the corner. So I did that. And now it's a bit gappy and it's all bent and bushy. So now we've got all this like weird green tinsel, which I have to fluff up specifically.
We will share pictures.
It's not pre-lit either. So I've had to put on it today about 400 fairy lights to make it look good. But it's coming together. So, and then Gavin's job tomorrow is now to put all the snowflakes down. So
my job's quite easy, to be fair.
I'm sorry, we're not really talking about cruising. We're talking about dressing our home for Christmas. But you brought it up. But everyone loves that. They always like the stairs, don't they? So,
and let's say hello to everybody who's in the chat.
Yes, we got Ken. I can see Deborah's in there.
We've got Elaine.
I can see Ange and Dave.
Raymond.
Tom's in as well. Molly's cruising lifestyle. Yeah. This Fraser at sea is here. Hello. Tony. See a few whose luggage DNR. Don't know who you are. Not by name. I'm assuming your name is not luggage.
Okay, so here, I'm glad you can hear us. We're just coming across all the. Yes,
sorry if I've been on the ketos again for like the last week now.
2 weeks probably.
And this is the first time I've started drinking again since we drunk with Richard the other week.
We might go into that later on.
We went to Bristol. We did as well.
Yes, we did.
Very Halloween, didn't we? I had to take a train, and I hate the train. But we went on the train, didn't we?
It was nice.
We've had loads of little
Stanley's are
adventures.
in. Hello, Graham's in. Good evening, Graham.
Hello, everyone. Chris H.
Life in the Parks. Nicola as well. Chris.
Tom and Dom.
Oh, Tom and Dom are here.
They've just come off Queen Anne, haven't they? Yes.
Yes.
Sure, I see. I'm sorry. I've just been all over.
How many trees will have this year? They're asking.
I'm not putting one in the toilet. Oh, because the one that I put in the window last year, which had all the sweets and the candies on it, with the little elf, the naughty elf with the wings
broke
on.
It, didn't you?
I was trying to straighten the tree and I snapped the feet and I broke it. And then I had to somehow cut and shut this other tree, managed to make it into a little tree again. So the 2 trees became one to make it more bushy. And now it doesn't fit in the windowsill. Well, I might be able to maybe blue tack it. I'm not sure. It's going to be a bit of a, we'll have to see. So, yeah, we have at the moment, well, we've actually bought 2 little ones by the TV now. So we have breeding, aren't they, again?
You're about 6 so far.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Too many
6.
for my liking.
Yeah, there's 6.
Too many
at the moment.
Good evening. I did see Anglesey Cruiser.
I don't know Arvia. I did just see as a question. I would say they're very similar. You won't be disappointed with either. But personally, for me, I think Arvia is just a little bit better. Obviously, she's slightly newer. They may have learned lessons from my owner. I don't know, but most of it is the same. I just really love the swim up pool, but then it depends on your itinerary. I love the swim up bar. Sorry, not swim up pool. Everyone swims in a pool. See what I mean? I'm all over the place today. But yeah, swim up bar is nice. I do like the fact that the roof is retractable as well, so it doesn't get hot and stuffy as such. Like on Iona, they can't open it. But other than that, I think everything, except for the dining downstairs, is pretty much exactly the same. They've got like a 6th Street diner, which is an American diner
instead of the Pearl or whatever it is.
Yeah, no, you had. Yeah, it was just a main dining room, wasn't it? They've actually made it it's like a semi-speciality restaurant now. So yes,
anyhow,
slightly.
Before we start taking all the questions, so if you have got questions, make sure you put question at the start.
Oh yeah.
And then we'll work through the questions then. But before we do that, what we tend to do is we ask our patrons if they've got any questions first. So that's one of the perks that they get. They get to ask us the questions. So I've got a couple of questions here. Luke hasn't seen these, so I was quite like doing this to you. It's a bit of a surprise.
He likes to do this to me. He likes to throw me under the bus.
Yes. So I'm going to throw Luke under the bus.
Oh god, my beard is on. See, I had a bit of an
You've only got 2 questions. It's all right. Don't worry.
Okay. So
I'll put the first question.
I'll straighten my beard now because the pressure is on.
The pressure's on. This is from Claire.
Right. Okay.
If I gave you a budget of £1,000 to book a low-cost week away in the sun, where would you go and why?
Right. I'm assuming. Are we saying £1,000 as a couple?
Yeah, let's say per person.
Because I was going to say it'll be a bit of a stretch. Yeah, we'll say per person, because most of our cruises, in fact, are usually around about that kind of price. So
if you want a cruise, I'd say Azura is quite cheap at the moment.
It's difficult to say. I mean, if it was me, see, this is where it gets expensive for us because we drink too much. And this is where we have to sacrifice on weeks of cruising. For that, for £1,000, you could do what we did on Azura last year.
That was 2 weeks.
But it was 2 weeks to the Canaries, included our flights, and it was hot, it was sunny, good time of year to go. In fact, I got to put my hand up to this. I've always gone, let's go to the Caribbean. I love the Caribbean, I still do. But the Canaries was actually hotter, which blew my mind. It was actually hot. That first week was hotter than the Caribbean. So I wasn't, my take from it is the Canaries are just as good as the Caribbean, even though I love the Caribbean a lot. So I would say for that, you could definitely go to, I'd say the Canaries would be nice.
Easily.
For me,
and if you did a week there, you could probably do that for £1,000.
You could, you could probably do, but what I would say is for £1,000, you can most definitely, I'd say, get yourself you get your flight. You probably at a push, yeah, I'd say £750 for a week. Yeah. You could get a balcony, and you could get your drinks package included on that. Another one I would actually like to do, but it's very weird for us. I'd love to go to Dubai. I'd love to go somewhere like that, and I've seen they're relatively reasonable. Especially the likes of, for MSC, I'm sure they are all about the same price. They come up quite a lot, but for us it's a bit awkward because we know how they can be in that sort of area. So it's a bit awkward for us, but I'd love to go there as well. I'd like to try that. You could possibly, I'm sure you can do. And you could do it'd be the higher end, be more nudging to maybe
£1,000. You can probably easily get on a Northern Europe cruise as
Northern Europe, you could,
especially February time.
Northern Europe at the moment, you could probably not exaggerating. You could probably get a family of 4 nearly for that.
Prezioso. I mean, that's very
Prezioso
cheap.
at the moment.
January, Prezioso.
If anyone wants to just go on a cruise, because you just want to go and you hate the post Christmas blues, honestly, the cruises on Prezioso at the moment they're ridiculously cheap. I mean, they have started to creep back up in price, but the other day, I kid you not, they're like $299, obviously inside without drinks. But that is a bargain. I used to pay more than that for a 3-night cruise.
With drinks, you can probably get a week for about £600.
Yeah, you can get. I mean, MSC drinks packages are very competitively priced. Except they're probably the most competitive.
Are we happy with answering that one?
Yeah, I'd say. I'm going to say
enough options
for £1,000. Definitely Canaries is probably right on in there. Definitely,
especially January, February.
Nice time of year to go. Quite warm.
Okay,
yeah.
Clay didn't say when.
Oh
but,
yes, I'm assuming.
It's
because
I'm
I've
assuming
been.
as well.
It's subconsciously I've been looking.
I
January,
know Clay's just come back from a self-catering holiday as well. That's why she's asking.
Okay.
And the next one we've got from another patron called Sarah.
Okay.
You've inspired us to try Queen Anne.
Oh, good.
And we're doing a pre-Christmas cruise. What are your favourite Christmas market ports, things to do?
Okay. Well, regards Christmas markets, we've only ever been to festive kind of cruise. Now, we went on Queen Victoria last year. You know, we've been to Bruges several times. Last time we went on Queen Victoria last year, I should say, and we did go to Le Havre. Unfortunately, it was raining, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But I can't really say I've experienced any other festive, other than Bruges. Now, Bruges do it well. Southampton does it quite well, to be fair. But yeah, they do like in the centre, they've got like, they did do skiing, skiing, which called skating, and there was loads of stalls around like a June market. You can't go wrong with Belgium, really. It is one of the most festive places you can go. We're actually going on a festive cruise soon-ish, and we're going to Cherbourg. We've never been there, so if anyone's got any suggestions for that, that'd be great. But what would you say? Like for us, I mean, I'm looking forward to going back to Bruges if there's any consolation.
Bruges is a proper Christmas market we've done.
Yeah,
and
we've done it numerous times.
I'm looking forward to going back there a lot.
We did once, actually. Come to think of it, didn't we see a? Why am I remembering Amsterdam with the Santa Claus with the butt plug?
No, that was Rotterdam.
Rotterdam, sorry.
Yes.
What was that?
The Naughty Santa.
What was that for?
That was just in October.
That was October.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought that might have been Christmas.
No, there was nothing Christmas. There was just a Santa Claus with a, yes, he's just
a rubber tree.
Yeah, rubber tree.
Okay, I'm confused. All right, so anyway, yes, sorry, I'm not sure much how. But anyway, you're going to love Queen Anne. And please, 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 if you're on our Facebook group, or if you can, just send us some pictures, because I'm very interested to know what Queen Anne's going to look like all dressed for Christmas.
That cruise, I have quickly looked it up. Rotterdam is in there as well. So you've got the SS Rotterdam to do.
Oh, the ships.
I really enjoyed. We got the video from last year.
Why am I also recalling? Yeah, because we were doing the Christmas time.
Yeah,
they had Christmas trees in there. It wasn't super festive. No. It was nice.
You could probably do some like Christmas fairs there as well. Yeah. There's the cubes houses and there's the market as well.
And I know from previous experience as well, we've only ever really, in fairness, done Christmas cruises with Cunard because they do it so good. A bit unfair to say that we should really try the cruise lines, really. But every time, especially last year, when we went on, there was a choir. Like, you know, when you board the ship, the Queen's room had a choir singing, and it was all like a local choir, and it was like really, really nice. It was so festive from the minute we stepped on board that ship. And then halfway through, I don't really know what was going on. It's like they'd set the ship up. They did this display in the middle of the grand lobby, didn't they? Which was like artificial. But halfway through the cruise, they did it with real flowers, and you could really smell it.
Pine, wasn't
and
it?
like the bits of orange and stuff, and the cinnamon or whatever they put on it, it was really quite intense. It was amazing. I'm buzzing.
You can't wait, can you?
Because we are going back.
We love your Christmassy stuff, don't you?
I like Christmas.
Talking of Christmas as well.
Okay, yeah.
I'm just moving on from that question because I think we've answered.
Sorry, I hope we've answered.
So moving on with Christmas, we have got some Christmas stuff coming in the shop as well.
Ooh.
So if you head over to cruisemonkeyshop.com, yes, we might this weekend. Fingers crossed. There should be a couple of Christmassy things coming on.
You haven't really spoken to me about this, so I can't say now. I don't know what I should have. I know what was in the pipeline, and I know what I'd come up with earlier on in the year. Is it in the shop? What I'm talking about? Because I'm afraid to say now. You've really put me. Why has he done this to me? He's giving me 2 questions off the spot, and now you mean Christmas mark?
Is it Christmas marks? Possibly.
It's a Christmas mark.
Yes, maybe.
Christmas marks.
I'm not going to say too much more. There's also something else in the shop as well that we've been asked a lot about. Yeah. Yeah.
Can I say?
Yeah, say if you want.
The yellow hand is in our shop.
So we've had a lot of people ask about the yellow hand. I think we've got a handful of them.
God's sake. Oh God, you thought I was bad for jokes. Jesus wept. Mary up there on the tree, she's crying.
So yeah, we do have a handful of hands for sale on the shop. Oh, whoa, what's
So,
going on
yeah.
tonight? It's only one gin that's caused this as well.
Liar. You've had about, this is your third.
No, it's not. It's my second. So yeah, if you keep an eye on the shop over the weekend, it's cruisemonkeyshop.com. There'll be some Christmassy festive things coming on there. We've got some lanyards on there as well. It's quite low stock on lanyards at the moment.
Yeah, we actually had to post some we had left over from our group cruise back to the shop just to keep it stocked for you.
Yeah, so we've managed to do that. Yeah, there's going to be a festive max, hopefully.
Yeah.
One other thing possibly, which you have to wait and see.
We call him, he's not festive, his name's Merry Max.
Merry Max.
Merry Maximus.
Maximus Claus. And also the big yellow hands that you see us waving, they're now on our shop as well.
I can see this. Someone said, will we be doing a video of our Christmas decorations? I would like to. It might be a very, I'm going to be thinking, it might not be as polished and refined as our normal video because I've got so many videos that I need to get on with. So, I mean, we're going to do a Christmas video, a Christmas live. So it could probably form perhaps part of the intro or something. Most of the things are exactly the same as last year, give or take. Like the Christmas tree with the broken feet is not in the kitchen window with the sweets on. I'm trying to work on that.
It's a little less intense this year, possibly.
I don't know if it is actually. It was meant to be that way, but it's actually well on track to becoming the same. But most of it is the same. There's not baubles on that tree because I couldn't be bothered. But it looks fine as it is. I'm going for more of a minimalist kind of. Truth be told, we're hoping to have a couple of parties at our house this year. And Honey's very enthusiastic, and her tail is anyway. It just clears baubles flying. So most of the things are sort of honey-proof. I've actually wired the baubles on the bottom of that tree this year, so they don't come off. Because she can whack them all she wants. So yeah, we've sort of toned it down a bit just so it's more party practical. Is that? Yeah.
I don't know if that's a word, but I quite like that. Party practical.
Yeah, because
say that quickly a few times.
There is something that's actually quite funny. Actually, for our anniversary, my dad and my stepmom got us these lovely lights to put up on our tiki bar, and they had these monkeys hanging on them. Quite appropriate, I thought. But unfortunately, the lights were broke. But we didn't want to send them back or anything like that because I really loved the monkeys on them. They look like they're gold. So because the lights are broken, cut them off, and I've got 3 little trees. There's one behind Gavin's head actually, if he ducks, that like one of those kind of trees. And above it, just sitting in the tree now, is one of the monkeys that I've repurposed. Is that
at the top?
Yeah, and there's 2 by the telly. So I was just looking around, and I purposely shoved the lights through because their hands were meant to go for a wire, so I pushed the lights through. And I've got a Christmas hat on. The ships aren't wearing Christmas hats this year. That's another thing that's not happening.
We haven't got enough hats for the ships.
No, I have. I've got 2 hats. I did buy them.
Okay.
But what happens is when someone comes to the house and Honey gets excited, they go everywhere.
Oh, because we've got ships down
They're
by the
all
TV.
down there. Yeah. So the ships aren't wearing Christmas.
We need to get Honey cam back so we can put another camera.
Maybe what I might actually do, I might put one Christmas hat on Queen Victoria because we're going on Queen Victoria.
Okay.
Just for Christmas.
I can see here, Mandy says, hello guys, first ever cruise next year. Fantastic.
That's amazing. I hope
first
we
cruise
inspire
excitement.
you. I remember going on our very first cruise, and I remember being petrified and excited at the same time. More petrified, I would have said. But do you know what? I went on it, and I've not looked back. Absolutely loved it. So I hope it's the same for you. Just go on it with an open mind. Don't over stress about anything because it's not worth it. I don't know what cruise ship, cruise line you're going with. I'm sure there are YouTube videos, and they may be, so you'll get ideas of what to expect. I mean, that's something that's changed.
Let's know in the chat.
When we went first on our first cruise, YouTube wasn't as it is now.
No.
I mean, everybody and their dog is on YouTube now making cruise videos. When we went on, there was a very select few.
I think it was Gary Bembridge was the main one.
Mostly Gary Bembridge. Well, we were going on Queen Mary. I remember if you want to listen, go back to the silent era, where it's all shuffled and over the place. There's a video, our very ever first Queen Mary 2 cruise, which was a Christmas cruise. So we had it all wrapped up in one. See what I did there. But And that was perfect. But I was Gary Bainbridge was the first YouTuber I actually watched, and it was actually watching Gary Bainbridge. I thought, this is nice. I don't even know why I made our first video. Even now we talk about it, I don't know why we made our first video. I just made it and put it on YouTube.
It's good to have those memories looking back.
That's why
we haven't got our first Aurora
no,
we haven't got the first cruise on the Aurora as a video,
no.
and we've got a dozen photos,
which I regretted. And I also, like the Azura last year, I did a lot of the Let's Talk Ship videos. I did actually vlog the whole thing, but I'm not going to have time to ever make those videos as I normally do for vlogs. So I'm going to have to make I want to make like some sort of a highlights video of the whole cruise for memories. But also, if you noticed, then we went back on Aurora back in, when was it? Not last year, year before.
May.
No, not this last time. The time before that,
okay,
we did we did flashbacks between that very first cruise because I wanted something. I wanted to acknowledge that very first cruise, so I did actually do these then and now photos. So if you haven't seen that yet, you might want to see it. There's I basically put the old one. Well, it's quite clear because I've got it here, but the black and white ones are the first ones, and the other ones aren't.
But that Aurora cruise marks 10 years of us cruising.
That was October this year.
Our Queen Mary video will mark 10 years of us.
On YouTube.
On YouTube.
Now. Yeah, which will be...
So Cruise Monkeys is 10 years old.
I don't know how I remember it. I got a funny feeling our very first cruise on Queen Mary 2 was, I want to say, the 12th to the 15th of December.
It was right in the middle.
It was a 3-night mini cruise to Bruges. Again, so super festive. And Cunard, honestly, they do their ships up so well. The only actual Cunard ship, well, I would have said obviously Queen Anne's in now, but we haven't been on Queen Elizabeth at Christmas, have we? We've done Queen Victoria now. This will be our 3rd Queen Victoria Christmassy, and we've done one on Queen Mary too.
You can't
such a fantastic
Christmas cruise like that.
And it's something especially like Queen Victoria with the sweeping wooden staircases and what. It's just amazing.
We'd love to do a Christmas cruise over Christmas or a New Year's cruise. That'd be really good.
It came so close to this year. I'm literally right. I've worked in retail all my life. The main reason I gave up working for retail, honestly, I kid you not, was so that I could experience a Christmas on a cruise. And do you know what? I've not been in retail now for a bit. This is the 2nd Christmas out of retail, and I have not been on a Christmas cruise.
Well, maybe we need to sort that out next year then.
That because it's really annoying me. Because it's like, well, what was the point? Because I'm sure I could have got away with doing a 3-night mini cruise and then carry on going back to work. But you know. Never mind.
Evening, Mark and Julie, and Graham. Yeah, is here with Claire as well. Who we had a question from?
Chris H said he was in home base buying a tree. I said, you burn it up yourself. Now I'm putting it in the living room. Oh, that's the sort of thing I'd say, isn't it? Best meal you've had on board. I think it has to go to. I think in our head we used to say the veranda on Queen Elizabeth, and it was for a long time. It was top of the league, and then we went on Celebrity, and to be fair, the steakhouse on Celebrity is the best meal we've ever had on a cruise ship.
Definitely.
There are lots of other.
You did pay for it though.
You did pay for it. It wasn't cheap. Well, we say that. No. Think about it. We paid $60 for that.
Was it?
Each.
Yeah.
Yeah, which you thought was expensive. Yeah. How much is Sue Samuel's now on Queen Anne?
Yeah, true.
So it's not by comparison. And I tell you what, I know there's nothing wrong with what we had on Queen Anne, but that what we had on
Celebrity one was
loads
better. I don't know how much Celebrity is now. We are going back 1.5 years, nearly 2 years now.
Yeah. Unless they bought it down.
Everything on cruise lines just seems to be going one way at the moment, isn't it? It's all going up.
Yeah, and what you get for that is less.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Going down, unfortunately. So we have to be patient, don't we?
Brendan, good evening.
Someone's on Azura in January in the Canaries.
Chris H is on Azura in the Canaries. Lovely.
Awesome. Good time of year to go as well. And it gets rid of those post-Christmas blues and it gives you that little bit of vitamin D in the bleakest, darkest, horriblest time of the year. So,
what was our favourite restaurant on Arvia? I was very surprised by Green & Co., the vegetarian vegan restaurant. That surprised me.
I'm trying to think now because Arvia, it's only now you said that was nearly 2 years ago.
Yeah. Keel & Cow is a favourite.
Keel & Cow is a firm favourite, actually, yeah. I'm going to say, I'd say Keel & Cow.
Keel & Cow
is my favourite.
On Arvia, don't discount the vegan vegetarian restaurant.
Or the Mazuma.
Yeah, or Green & Co. Green & Co. or whatever.
I keep saying Mazuma.
It is very good, to be fair, as big meat eaters. We did enjoy it.
It was okay. No, I liked it. I'd say how I'd say it. I was surprised It wasn't my favourite, but it was better than I thought it would be, if that makes sense.
Oh, we've already answered this next question. Are you for cruising over Christmas? Unfortunately, not.
Oh, do you want to get my card out? Let's go. Done. Oh, the poor puppy, though.
Hang on,
How do you leave the puppy?
It's not. No, it's tomorrow night. We do lottery. Let's try lottery tomorrow night.
Oh, what about the puppy, though?
I'm going on Arcadia, 13th December, Amsterdam and Belgium. What's the best thing to do off ship? So Amsterdam, you got loads of things to do there.
Loads. Amsterdam's very pretty. What I'd suggest
Get
is a
lost in
canal
the
boat.
streets is probably, and then canal boat.
If you don't fancy walking at one of those canal tours, get on like a lover's boat. To be fair, we should have done it on our. I don't know if you've probably watched the Resilient Lady vlogs. We couldn't really be bothered because you were a bit hungover. The ship was a bit of a distraction, but we should have, and we wanted to go on one of those.
We've done it
canal
twice
tours.
now.
Yeah, but I love them. You just sit there, and some of them you can get where you can have like drinks on them. It's not like boom, boom, boom party. You can have a party one. You can have one where you just chill out. You can even have meals, can't you?
Yeah.
And you just float around.
I did see. I think it was Tom and Dom did like a cheese tour or something on one.
That'd be nice.
Cheese and wine.
So I'd recommend that. And it's also, especially this time of year, it'd be nice and warm if it's raining or snowing. It could be nice and dry and cozy.
Yeah.
So that's what I'd recommend for Amsterdam. Bruges, I would just say go straight into the centre and just experience it because it's a nice Christmas market.
P&O will do shuttles. I think they do it into Blankenberg, and you can get the train into Bruges, or you can go to the port entrance. I think it's Cruise Express do a shuttle bus from there as well. So that's what we're going to do on our next cruise: is get the shuttle bus from the port entrance because we can then spend the day in Bruges.
Yes, and I'm gonna
Christmas markets.
I'm gonna actually ask Donna if she kindly. I hope if you're on our Facebook group, please send us some pictures of Arcadia because I do believe she is off for a refit.
Yes, she's arrived in refit.
She's there now.
Yeah, I saw something today on Facebook.
So when you go on board, she's going to be all refreshed. It could just be carpets and cushions and curtains. I don't know, but it could be. They could have revamped a few bits and pieces. Maybe bits and bobs, bit of decor, splashed a bit of paint around. We don't know. But it's just interesting to see. So just a couple of pictures would be really, really nice. Yes. I would have loved to have seen it. Actually, in hindsight, as much as I do love Queen Victoria, I'm super excited. We should have, in fact, gone on Queen Anne. Could have gone on Arcadia this year.
30th of December. Still do it. No, I shouldn't have said that.
Because when we did go,
no,
I was actually tempted, to get on Aurora because she's the day we get off, and we could go on here for another.
This is what happened. We start talking about cruises. I mean, we'll do that one. That'd be a good idea.
What happens is when we travel as far as we do, and you go down Southampton, it's like, well, let's basically face it. We could do. It's only $399. I saw. I'm somewhere.
Yeah.
You can go on Aurora on the 5th of December. Yeah, that's when we get off. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We're not. I go on works do that night after. Good evening, Steve. Hope you had a great time in Preziosa. And you're in South Wales as well.
Hey. What's this, Luke? Just came back from the Canoe Sandwich. Was so glad to get off this morning.
Where's this now?
This one here, you're on it now. You were supposed to show on stream. So glad to get off this morning. Oh, was it too busy? We're getting mixed reviews and feedback from MSC. I found MSC can vary on cruise. There's not really a consistency with MSC, is it? It can be one thing or the other, and it goes from one extreme to the other.
It depends what you're after at cruises.
Yeah, I mean, I find MSC the cheap, the cheerful. Value for money, you can't fault it. Sometimes though it can be very busy, and it can ruin the experience if you're constantly queuing.
Depends on, I suppose, if you come back in the canoes, what the weather was like as well, because those ships are pretty big. So
the Stanley say Royal Caribbean do amazing cruise to Dubai. Again, I'd love to do it, but I'm just a bit like this.
Somebody's on. Let's have a look what we got here. Molly's Cruising and Lifestyles on for the New Year's. That'd be a nice one.
We were looking at those. They're not cheap though, are they?
No,
they're like basically we could go on a cruise the week after our cruise off Queen Victoria if you didn't want to get off
for the New Year's.
Actually, for 11 nights, and it's actually cheaper to do the 11 nights than it is to do the 5 nights, 7 years. But then again, I suppose demand say it's New Year's Eve. I mean, I'd like to do that though because New Year's is always a bit lame, isn't it? Really, you have the Christmas thing. And it's like meh. New Year's, it's there, but it's not as exciting, and you need something.
Sorry, I lost the chat then. Completely lost.
MSC mixed standard
cruise. Hang on. We've gone.
Oh, we've whooshed again.
We've whooshed again. Sorry.
Bear with us. We don't want to miss anything, but we're trying to.
Right. Here we go.
Oh, here we go.
We're well off, aren't we?
What's happening now? Why are we
Right. There we go. So,
Right, so
the Royal
that was-
Caribbean to Dubai. Yes, same problem with Royal Caribbean is the drinks package as well. You've got the Dubai problem and you've got drinks package.
Mhm.
Very expensive. Have you got anything booked for 2025? No, not really, have we? Got something penciled in, but
Got some penciled in.
we need to get our Princess booked as well because we've got our future cruise credit on that. That needs to be booked soon.
Mhm.
So yeah, we'll have to get something. We will have something planned by the end of the year.
Yeah.
That's probably the easiest way of saying it, isn't it? On that one.
To be
Again.
honest, I'm so far behind with videos and stuff. It's probably I could do with a bit of a sort something out. We will find things. We're looking all the time.
We'll just jump on the last
very
minute cruise
addictive.
if needs be.
Yeah, I think that's how we'll do it. We did it. I think we did that last year on Azura. I think we learned a lot from that, didn't we? Sometimes it's just better to just go with the flow. It worked out well.
It was great to see both presidents. Let's look at this one.
Steve. It's really just this one. I suppose we must see. Yeah.
Okay.
Again,
No.
like we didn't dislike it's been a long time since we went on Prezio, so it was our very first MSC experience, and having cruised with P&O and Cunard primarily at the time, it was a bit of a shock for us. However, now we've cruised with various cruise lines, we can confirm they're pretty, they're good.
Yeah.
I like them.
Somebody sent here, they've got Prezio served £720 each with the drinks package. Yeah, that's good value, isn't it?
What's that? Sorry,
balcony, £720 each.
That is really good.
And, that is
brilliant.
good value.
Because normally to get that, you're looking even just to go sometimes, I'd say inside or ocean view with drinks, you're looking at easy at grand, aren't you?
Mr. I think I can't quite see this because the screen's too far for me.
We
but
plan a cruise on Aurora. Never say never. As we said, we've got no plans.
No.
But we have been on Aurora last year. We were on it the year before that. Not that there's anything wrong with Aurora, but for the purposes of us and the channel and things, we need to try and I think we've very heavily focused on P&O and Cunard a lot lately. We need to mix it up a little bit, even for ourselves, because it's nice to have a bit of a change.
Samey,
it does get a bit samey. But
and not only that, we end up doing the same things, video doing the same thing, so our videos end up exactly the same.
Yeah, and then when you're me and you've got to edit them, you get bored of editing it, which is where I'm a bit at the moment.
Christine, good evening. Hope you're well.
Oh, hello. Speaking of Aurora, I can just about remember that first time the drunken buffet.
Yeah. Chris H, yes. Yeah. Solo travellers don't get a fair deal, unfortunately.
No, they don't. No, they get the end of the stick.
Yeah.
We've got a friend who's going on our
he's coming with us on Victoria, isn't he?
Yes, and he is he cancelled it and we always say to you, if the price drops, he actually cancelled his cruise, rebooked it, and saved himself a lot of money. Even though he lost his deposit, he still saved a substantial amount of cash. So honestly, sometimes people say, price goes up and down. There's a limit. If you're gonna save more than your deposit is worth, cancel it and rebook it. Definitely. Obviously, though, there are things you need to factor in. If you've got back-to-back cruise and you want to keep the same room, or you've picked a room for a specific reason, you don't want to lose that room, keep it. But I mean, if you're like us, who normally just put guaranteed or whatever we do,
you can save so much.
You can save a fortune.
Right. Another question: have you been to Fjords in July? How was weather? Well, this is the Fjords can be rain or shine or both in the same day.
We went in July for your birthday and absolutely chucked it down with rain. However, we went on Arcadia in 2019 towards the end of July, and it was absolutely scorched. We had a heat wave,
and we went end of June.
Well,
this year, and that was hot,
absolutely boiling. So that was end of June, beginning of July.
September we went; it was all right weather.
September was okay, yeah.
So it's a bit like the UK.
Yeah. No 2 years are the same.
So I'm guessing you're Gareth Davis, a name like that. I'm guessing you're from the UK.
I mean, going in July.
So yeah,
it's probably going to be as pleasant as it can be for the year, I suppose. But within week on week, I don't know. It could be a heat wave the week before you go. It could be rainy when you go. It could be the other way around. I don't know. I'd love to know.
What we tend to do now is just look at the weather a few days before you start packing.
And you have to pack for everything in Norway.
If you go on those kind of light waterproof coats, just take that anyway. Because we've got one now and we in our backpacks just in case. You'll be fine. You're going to love it, Luke. Let's have a look. Let me pop this one on. Can you read that one out?
As we're to go on a zoo at the end of this month around the Canaries. We ask what specialty restaurants you both recommend. We love your channel, Richard. Right. Okay. I would have normally have said go to the beach house. Not the beach
Glass
house.
House.
Glass house. Why do I do that? The beach house is where I want to go. The glass house. I love the glass house. But they've recently changed the menu. Now I wouldn't dismiss it. It's nice. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's not what it was. So
Beach House.
Beach house is definitely, it's cheap, it's cheerful, but it's good value for money.
Yeah.
There are some steaks on there. They're like about £7, I want to say, like elevated dishes on the menu. They've got a basic.
I think it's about £10 per person to
Yeah.
book in there.
You pay £10, yeah. Like
and then there's some elevated dishes.
but the
isn't
ones, the lava steak is my favorite. Honestly, it's my favorite. I absolutely love it.
there?
Epicurean was quite good actually.
Yeah, you're talking
Zero,
about around
very-
£30 per person for Epicurean. It's a
But
nice,
that was nice.
it's a nice meal. Make an occasion of that.
Yeah.
So make it a special night. Expect to take it 2.5, 3 hours for that meal.
Yeah. And then you have got Sindhu as well. That was
Yeah.
nice. But I think my favorite, and it has become one of my tops on all P&O, is actually Beach House.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I recommend Beach House.
Ken's asking, are we on the Hendrix tonight?
No. I wish we were. We were drinking.
We got the cucumber, but it's with Gordon's.
Gordon's with
Oh, by the way, we
it's 0 calorie carbs.
Slimline. Cheers, by the way,
tonic,
to Happy Friday.
Cheers, everybody. But I put cucumbers in it because it's a bit sweet, actually, because I'm not used to sugar anymore. So yeah, put the cucumber in it. I'm trying to make it palatable. But yeah, we can pretend it's Hendrix, right?
I'm just trying to read this one out.
It's not. Is it better? What?
It's not tonight, Dad. You can change names.
You really?
Oh, thank you very much. Oh,
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoyed the videos. What's this? P&O Zoo. Okay.
You seen it?
That's the same person. P&O Zoo. Okay.
I'm count down now. Search Northern Lights.
That'd
Cruise
be
4
lovely.
weeks. That'd be nice.
Fantastic. I'd love to do that. That's one thing we've actually been talking about this week. We've been watching a lot of Christmas videos. These people walking around the like the French towns and the German towns, you know, like Strasbourg and Cologne and all these places, Rudolph, in the snow in the middle of winter, and they all look really super festive. I'm just really craving that right now. I'm actually feeling, I normally go sun, but no, I would love to be.
You want to do?
I want to see. I've never in my life experienced full-on proper snow. Like, yeah, we get snow here, but it always goes that horrible brown muck and it freezes and it's just lethal. Like, everyone's miserable and your feet get wet and cold. But I want to experience fluffy, crunchy snow. I want to feel like the snow.
Well, you can do this with your Christmas cruise then. Okay, Christmas and snowy cruise in one.
Yeah, well, what we need then is a Christmas cruise that goes up to the Northern Lights,
yes,
or somewhere really bloody snowy.
Steve Fox says he loves Christmas decorations.
Thank you.
Question here: P&O, Cunard, or celebrity from Southampton?
Cunard
or celebrity, I'd say. And for me and you, we'd say Cunard probably, wouldn't we?
P&O was our go-to. And it still is mostly our go-to, but I'm really pleased with Cunard at the moment.
We've said if we could only cruise with Cunard, we'd be quite happy.
I would be quite happy, yeah. If someone said that was it, you're Cunard forever, I'd be quite, because they've got a right balance of it all. I feel like P&O's good, isn't it? But it's very hit and miss. Like, you've got the adult ownerships, which are very traditional in how they do things, as in dressing up more. Then you've got your bigger ships like Iona and Arvia. They're more cash. And the experience has been a lot more watered down because it's more catered in towards family. So between it's very hit and miss. Cunard is pretty consistently good. Admittedly, Anne is a bit more modern. She's not as, I would say she's still formal, but she's not as formal as the others. They've taken a more modern approach to it. But Queen Anne really has pleasantly surprised. Cunard, that's the way to go at the moment for experience and atmosphere on board. I think Queen Anne for us is hitting it right. And there are some good priced cruises. And Cunard used to be quite high priced. I think they have come down in price. And if anyone's thinking of a festive cruise, there are actually some really good cruises next December. There's one going for a week, and I don't think it's too extortionately priced on Queen Anne. So that might be worth looking at. And I also believe it's actually quite a reasonable one on. Is it Queen Anne or is it Queen Victoria? There's one in January, which is very reasonably priced as well.
This January?
Yeah, I think it could be Queen Victoria for a week. It's very competitively priced.
If you see it, make sure you get in touch. Just there.
I'm not just constantly trying to sell. I mean, I know because I'm looking
You're always
myself.
looking, aren't
I'm terrible.
Chris says get some doggy merch and that'll sell.
Well, what could we get? A lead?
Yeah. She's
chain.
been really lazy at the moment. Graham is asking the Morellas 90 sunset electric sunsets or the country rhythm cruise. Which one would you go for?
I don't know. They're both quite expensive, aren't they?
Yes.
But
if you head over to our Facebook, we have put a link on there this evening where you can pre-register. The 90s or the electric sunsets cruise. Noughties versus 90s.
90s and noughties would be fun, and I'd remember the music.
I think it's Bewitched on that.
Oh, say
I want to say, is it?
But countries like Jolene.
Yeah, you've got the Dolly Show on that one.
Oh, a bit of Shania Twain.
Yeah,
and a bit of Texas. I don't need.
But I think the Electric Sunset is starting at $799 for 3 nights. That's all inclusive with the flights.
People say Virgin are expensive.
And then you've got the 4-nighter, I think, for the country cruise is $699, all inclusive of the flights.
Oh, well, I know which one I go for.
The country one.
It'll be the country one because one, it's cheaper and you're on it for a longer, and it's got probably Dolly on it.
You haven't got Bewitched on it.
I can play that on my iPhone.
Or Dolly. Kevin and Perry, they're on the Electric Sunsets as well.
Oh, all I want to do is do it. It's really, really.
Yeah, head over to our Facebook
it's
page.
Not actually,
click the link, and it's all.
It's
there.
not Harry Enfield actually on it.
No.
Is it? Oh, because I know Jane McDonald's doing a cruise, isn't she?
Yeah, could be.
So,
but if we did one, I think we'd probably do the country, and I think they are going to sell out, even though they're quite highly priced. They will sell out.
They probably will. Yeah, there's demand. That's why they're priced the way they are.
This question here from King Kong.
Well, it's this question. We always have a drinks package.
Yeah, we always do. That's a statement.
Yes, we always do. I was going to say that's a statement. But yes, we always do. In fact, do you know what we used to do? And this is something, if you're new to cruising, you might not be doing, and you need to get on board with this pretty quickly because it's a mistake we made at the start. Yeah. We used to go on, oh my God, look at this cruise, Gav. It's only £300. Like that's what Prezio said. You go on a cruise, it's really cheap, isn't it? Yeah. You go on board and you drink, and you come back with a bill, and it goes on a credit card, doesn't it? The never, as they say. And then all of a sudden you get a bill through, and then you start thinking, where the hell has all this bill come from? Mm-hmm. Because you don't factor in the drinks. Now, maybe that's why cruising seems to be a lot more expensive than it used to be, because we actually start weighing in the drinks and all before we go, because we can. Because back then, in fairness, a lot of them didn't offer a drinks package, but now they do. It's a good way of budgeting.
It's a great way of budgeting. And
it's made cruising expensive.
You see these comments all the time on Facebook, especially around the P&O. Oh, you need to be an alcoholic to make the most of the drinks package. You don't need to be an alcoholic.
15 drinks is not.
For some people, they'd rather budget and know they come off with no bill.
Exactly. You know, and we say it's 15 alcoholic drinks. Yeah. All of your coffee, all of your tea, all of your Pepsi, all that is unlimited. You drink as much as you want on P&O. So I mean, it's for us, it's a win-win. We quickly make, even when you're hungover, even you just make your money back in no time at all. Not make your money back. You get your money's worth, is what I'm trying to say.
We've answered that next one back 2025. That's fine. Christmas decorations, when did they come out? I think that says
they came out. Right, when did I start this? Was
Monday,
it Monday?
Tuesday? Monday.
Maybe Monday. I can't remember now.
Monday or Tuesday? I think it was Monday afternoon I got them out for you.
Yes.
After I finished work, I took them down on Monday and you started Monday night.
Yes, I started. And started with the garlands, and then I did the stairs, and then I did the tree on Wednesday, and now I've done it was Monday. So
and
Monday
also,
and it'll take me probably until, when do you think we'll be finished?
Well, you're more or less finished now. Hopefully by the weekend.
Dress those 2 trees out there. You got to do all the snowflakes, the projectors,
the week.
The light. I've got the lights at the front.
It's fine.
Be another week at least. So this is why we do it as early. So by the time we finish, it's pretty much December anyway.
And on the shelf behind me, is it the quinine chips we've been on? Yeah, they're the 3 quinines there. Are they at the bottom?
Yeah, well, they're the ones over there by the telly.
Quinines over there.
So you've got Queen Mary, Queen Elizabeth, and Queen Victoria. Because I don't know if anyone else has got a Queen Victoria model. and they can answer this question: why is Queen Victoria so wonky?
The
It's the
model's
most
not good.
hideous model ever, but I bought it because I really wanted it. In fact, the model was so hideous. When I come home, I painted it myself, and I kind of.
So there are 4 shelves there. That's only one of them, and they've all got ships on. And then underneath the TV unit, we've got 2,
the same amount again,
4,
probably.
6, 8,
How many's
10,
on
12.
3. We've got
Yeah.
the same amount again, haven't we?
Roughly, yeah.
Yeah, nearly another double amount.
There's
You
enough.
can't even see. There's only 3 you can see on the camera.
There's enough ship models to pay for a cruise.
There's enough ship models there to sink a ship.
We go on a Zoo on the 6th of December to the Canaries.
Oh, nice.
Looking forward to that'd be nice.
Yeah, be very nice. Please, if you're on the Facebook group, share pictures. I'm really wanting to see pictures of these decorations, these ships, these refits. If you can send them away, it's interesting to look at, and people will love it.
So while you're mentioning the Facebook group, if you go over to Facebook, Cruise Monkeys Crew, that'll find you the Facebook group. If you go to Cruise Monkeys UK on Facebook or Instagram, there are pages on there as well. But yeah, join our Facebook group. It's a lovely place to come and chat and just ask questions and give you reviews and things like that.
Question: do you? Oh, right. Okay. So I'm thinking King Kong was asking about the drinks package, and then saying, "Do you?" This is like I think it's part of it. Okay. It says, "Do you do the drinks package, or do you pay as you go?"
Okay, drinks package,
We've
definitely
done both. The only time we do pay as we go now is if it's on a shorter cruise and they don't offer the drinks package. We always do a drinks package because it is just so much easier to budget for it, and it just makes sense. Yeah. We have actually been at points where we've gone over the drinks package. Worst case scenario, they're going to say to you, "Oh, you've got to pay for your drinks now." Okay. It's not the end of the world.
We're well behind you, Luke.
Sorry, we need to scoot along.
We do. There's a question here. Okay. Favorite included dining on Arvia.
Arvia.
Well, Sixth Street Diner is good. Yeah, Sixth Street Diner is quite nice.
I'm trying to think. Is that the only one?
Keys are good.
Yeah, that's like buffet. Yeah, Keys is good.
I'd say Sixth Street Diner is well worth trying.
Yeah, and one thing I regret never doing on Sixth Street Diner, I don't know if do you have to pay for the evening meal though. No, it's still included. There's a thing you can do, and I don't know if they still do it actually. If somebody knows, please help us out. They used to give you like a little pin badge thing. If you had a certain cocktail, you did certain things. I'd be very interested. Actually, I would like to try that. And you do these cocktails, like say like a Miami Vice or a Pina Colada, whatever. I don't know what they were. But for different ones or however many you drink or whatever, you get a pin badge. And
I don't think they're included in the package, are they?
No, they're not. I don't think. It's something to it. It's just special to that restaurant, isn't it? Which has the best drinks package. In fairness, I'm probably going to say for an all-round value for money, it's got to be MSC.
Yeah, the premium one is pretty good, isn't it?
It's not restrictive in that they don't count your drinks out. There's quite an extensive range on there. It caters for pretty much there's cocktails, there's spirits, there's a bit of everything on it. It's good. I'd say all-round value for money is MSC.
Yep.
Quality drinks though, although you do pay for it. I will say no. Cunard's good. I was going to say Royal Caribbean.
Yeah, they're pretty good
because they were really good cocktails and drinks on there. But again, Royal Caribbean are expensive, but they don't count.
You are paying a lot.
You are paying extortion.
Do we do our own tours or do we?
Bit of both, really.
Ship tour, do them on the ship. So we tend to do mostly our own thing.
Yeah. Or independently, you book them independently, don't you?
Or sometimes we will go on the ship tours if they're one of those ports where it's a bit dodgy to do your own thing. Or I'm trying to think, we did it in Split. We did the Kirk National Park. So it was a full day.
But that was, I will say this though, when the cruise line does an excursion, it's extremely easy. You basically like sheep, you just led along.
It is a lot easier.
And it's just signposted. You get your little sticker, and you're off.
But then
no thinking involved.
You think Flam Railway? We did DIY with the group cruise. Half the price of doing it with the cruise line, and it was exactly the same.
Yeah, we had the same experience. Wasn't any different?
Short queue to get on.
Yeah, we skipped quite a queue.
So Mrs. Amsterdam says, sit in Dam Square and watch people. Yeah, it's always nice to watch.
Someone said, Tony has said, I hope Arvia cooks steak. I hope Arvia cooks steaks better than I. To be honest, I wish they'd just cook steak altogether now, because I don't think they even do steak in the glass house anymore, do they? Is that Glass House or was it Beach House? Yeah, Glass House.
Very disappointing steaks and Glass House.
Yeah, because that's one of the things. This is what's happened now, people. Glass House has completely changed. It's just like these. I've got photos. I might actually put them on our Facebook group tomorrow, remind me. And they're literally it's like these funny little dishes. It's just tapas dishes. There is no steaks. There's no surf and turf. There's no sliders. There's no tempura prawns. Nothing. It's gone.
Tom and Dom recommending the cheese and unlimited wine boat tour.
That's what
So
you were on
that's
about
what I was like. So
before,
if we go back, we're gonna have to do that one.
yeah. We're only about 20 minutes behind.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Alaska
We're getting
Lost
there.
Mail Anthem.
We might have to go over the hour.
Would
I'm
you
afraid.
ever go Alaska? Yes, we'd love to go to Alaska. Most definitely love to go to Alaska. At the moment, we just need to save some cash. We need to sit down. We need to assess things, and we need to actually sort things out.
Yes.
Alaska is on our radar. Anthem of Seas is fabulous.
We've said we want to try and do a bucket list cruise a year, don't we?
We're gonna. I think that's what we're gonna start to do. We're gonna look, even though it's gonna be more. It might mean we're gonna cruise less.
2 years.
But I think we need to start doing things we really want to do.
Mixed standard cruising for MSC. Chris says.
What's this now? God, that was ages ago.
Yeah.
We scroll back again.
No. We still. Okay. That's when we jumped. That's where we came back in.
Right.
The best drinks package is MSC. Yeah. Something else agreeing with you there.
The Virtuous, not so glad. Weather was lovely. Oh, sorry, was this the same person? No, someone else. Not so glad. Weather was
back on Prezos in Feb.
Oh, lovely, February. It'd be nice. Nice time to go because there's nothing really to do with that time of year, is there? Booked on Virtuosa. What's this?
So any must-dos on Virtuosa? Well, you got to do the slides.
Yeah.
And the ropes course.
Yeah. Good job.
Which you've done.
What?
Ropes course.
No, I haven't done the ropes course. I'm never going on the ropes because I don't like it. I like the slides though. And I really like the Ola is my favorite.
Ola.
I love Ola. I'm hoping that's it. But although they've changed now as well, those drinks, are they included again now or not?
Because somebody I speak to said they were. It's changing all the time.
They keep changing their mind. It used to be you could go into Ola and you could have your.
That's one thing I'll say is whenever, which is why we've stopped doing it now. Azura was the last one we did. Drinks packages and stuff like that. They're changing so often.
I might not mention them anymore.
I know a lot of Facebook groups say go to this page for the drinks packages and stuff. When you do that, check that date that those packages are updated because they're just constantly changing.
Everything's changing.
We've tried having the drinks package page on our website, and to be honest, you'd be there changing it all the time. It's just so difficult to do.
Yeah, there's no way of.
Best place is to go on Facebook groups and see if anybody's currently on the cruise and can share a menu. That's the best.
Cruise is booked for 2026. No way. No. We don't do this. We are really terrible people. If I booked a cruise for 2026, I kid you not, I would probably, unless it was a bucket list cruise that was extortionately priced, very expensive, and I had to pay and budget for it, I would stick with it. Other than that, I get bored of the idea and I change. And something else comes along. I'm terrible. Like now, I want to go on a Christmassy cruise. Yeah, if you'd have asked me in June or July,
you want to do Caribbean,
I'd have wanted to do something else.
Yeah.
So, and I know that's how it is. Like we were saying about Northern Light, I will say though, pretty consistently, I've always fancied a festive cruise, and Cunard never fails on that. They're fantastic. They're really reliable, and I am really looking forward to it this time.
Have we used our Princess feature? I think we covered that earlier. Not quite yet. No.
We've got something. We're thinking of doing something. We've got an idea, especially since being on the Sun Princess when we did the visit, which I'm also going to make a video of when I get time to do it. I'm going through it, people. I'm going to go through it. This is why the trees and all have gone up now as well, because I can get.
So you can get on with
I don't want to break in between our vlogs that we did before. I'm hoping to keep them going.
Ange and Dave never cruised and they watched us. No, they're on.
Oh, what?
Thank you. Fifth cruise soon. Yeah, it's addictive, isn't it?
Very addictive.
We've
never been on Mirville. We've been on Bellissima. We've been on Virtuosa. I have New York as well. That'd be nice. I'd like to go to New York. I'd love to do transatlantic and stay in New York for
never been an MSC. I'd try and get the specialty package then. They used to allow you to have like a 3 dining package, so you could do butcher's cut.
Like a trio thing.
Yeah, I'd do butcher's cut. What else have you got on there? You've got.
Oh God, I can't remember now.
You've got all our on there as well, but it's not tacos. It's all our cantina, isn't it?
Yeah.
I want to say it's the Spanish one. You got Kato sushi bar, possibly.
It's different, isn't it? It's not got. Get
the dining package. Just worth doing, and then
what's the other one they used to do? There's another one as well, isn't there? You've got the Kato, butcher's cut.
Yes.
What was the other one?
You got the Ola.
Yeah, but is that part of it?
Yeah, I think so.
But they haven't got Ocean Key. I'm thinking of Seaside.
No, I think Seaside on that one.
They've got another fishy place. No, it's just Kato, isn't it? No.
But yeah, no. Get the dining package. I would on that.
They've got really a fine, fancy one. Like I'm thinking French. Have they got like?
You're thinking Indochine, which is
yeah, but have they got the same on Mirvalia?
Not sure.
Oh, I don't know.
We haven't done it.
We haven't been on Mirvalia. See, I was thinking they had a fancy French one.
Again, just water slides as well.
Yeah.
Only because we like them. Sit on the sit on the promenade or the Galleria and just people watch. It's quite nice as well, isn't it? Watch people walking up and down and stuff.
So Rachel Derbyshire has said, "Have you got any plans to try Morella?"
I think we need to, because
we
a lot
do need
of people
to.
have said we need to do Morella.
Yeah, and actually, I've been looking lately, and we were saying how cruises look cheap when you book them. And we were looking, and Morella is extremely competitively priced versus what you get on Azura. And I thought Azura was cheap. Morella is very, very competitively priced.
And a lot of people are saying Morella's gone up in price as well. So.
Yeah, and I would like to try it. The ships, I believe, are quite reasonably sized, quite small-ish, small to medium. So I'm feeling that vibe, and it'd be nice to, as we were saying, never say never, because we want to try something new. Something new is in the pipeline. We're going to mix it up a bit, I mean.
Yes.
So yes, hang on in there. We might surprise you.
So firstly, thank you for the super chat.
Oh, wow! Thank you very much. Thank you.
Let's have a look. Crossing on P&O on May 26.
Right.
Classics or deluxe drinks package?
Deluxe. Value for money is definitely
yes.
If you like a drink, it's like this. If you've got the classic, you get your 15 drinks a day, but they are single measures and normal glasses of wine. If you go for the deluxe, which is only, if I'm right, about £10 more a day, if you book it before, another tip as well is make sure you book it before you cruise, because if you book it on the ship, obviously it's dearer. And you usually get about 10%.
Also, you're going in 2026. I'd buy the package as soon as you can,
because it'll price lock it.
Yeah, they might go up in price.
But yeah, what I was saying was you get single measures and small glasses of wine, whereas if you go for the deluxe, which is only about £10 at the moment per day, dearer, you get doubles and you get larger glasses of wine. So technically speaking, you're doubling your drinks for £10. You'll get,
but not only that, you're getting the perfect serves as well.
So that's what I mean. So you get a nice drinks, because if you go in and just like, you won't get all of that. You'll see if you, I don't know if you can see online or anything, but on the menu it's got like C, D, and it's got like little symbols by the drinks. And if you go through it, you can see the classic's good. It's really, you know, it's okay. But personally, we've whittled down, and we think deluxe is the way to go for us. It's definitely the way to go. We get a lot more value for money out of it.
You're going on crossing on P&O, so you're doing the transatlantic.
So yeah, you're going to have a lot of sea days. So it's not like you're going to be able to go port and get like a cheap.
But then saying that, you might, if you're going to do a drinks package for transatlantic, it's going to be quite pricey. So maybe a classic would be all right in that case.
Depends.
We'd look at how much you're going to drink.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's hard. It's hard to know. But if the thing is, the way I'd see it, this is me now. A lot of days at sea, I can wake up late. I haven't got ports to go for. I can be hungover, and if I'm at sea, you could get bored.
Yeah.
So what do? You drink and you chat and you meet and you mix and you mingle with people. You drink the drinks. You don't even realize you're doing it.
We did the deluxe on Azura in the Canaries.
We did it on Britannia not long ago.
Yeah, we did it on Britannia, and I think it definitely worked out for us.
And you get 20% off bottles of wine as well.
Yeah, which worked out very handy for us.
Very handy for us.
How do you manage the day jobs with the regular cruising?
You just about cope with your life.
I have one. Only today that I booked my Christmas leave between Christmas and New Year. And I ended up with 1 day left.
This is why I can't go to Hawaii. He was actually contemplating going to work on the ship, weren't you?
Yes.
At one point, like working from the ship, not work on the ship. You know what I mean? Like working virtual, like thing.
But your job is this now, isn't it?
It is this. Although this week this week I've actually took a bit of a break from cruising, and it's been actually quite refreshing. I shouldn't say it, but it does, like, it's all the time. It can be quite tiring, and it's been nice. We had that lovely day in Bristol last week. I've come back from it. I had a nice weekend. I put the trees up. I'm complete refreshed. I'm ready for next week. This is why when all this is up, we'll be back on track.
So we have gone over the hour, by the way.
Oh, sorry.
I know we're behind on chat, so we're going to keep going through, I think. Happy to keep
so
going.
What we're going to do, right, is you have from now until 5 past to ask any last questions. After 5 past the hour, when we go through our little time thing, we won't answer any more questions after that, unfortunately. But we're still here. We're going to stay. And we're going to power through.
Let's power through. I think we've done that one. Kieran, thank you for that.
We've said about the day jobs.
The monkey
got the cheers.
Cards.
Right. Are we thinking of booking a cruise to the solar eclipse? Never say never.
Never say never. No plans.
No plans at the moment. No.
They're quite pricey as well, from what I've looked.
Someone said, "Are you booking electric sunset cruise?"
don't think so. Like I said, it's $799 for 3 nights at the moment.
It's very expensive.
But well, never say never.
They're all inclusive though, right?
Like we said, we need to try Morella.
We do, yeah.
So we're hoping next year is
the way I see it though. As much as I'd like to try it, price wise, it's not far off Virgin prices, although they do include your drinks. Virgin don't.
Thank you. Yeah, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to us, please do subscribe to us. And while I'm on that, actually, our newsletter is me coming out soon. So there's a link in the description to join our newsletter.
Oh.
Yes.
Someone said they'd go on Arvia transatlantic back to Southampton in March. First time P&O, which is the best specialty. I personally like the Beach House on P&O. Keel and Cow is really good in that his favourite, but value for money and informality and relaxed vibes. I love the Beach House. You can't go wrong. It's really nice.
Oh, somebody's saying
everyone's different.
Somebody's saying they got the Christmas lights up in Amsterdam already, Nick and Linda. Lovely,
jubbly. I'm hoping they're getting ready for my arrival. But Queen Anne for the eclipse. That's lovely. Morella, good value and all inclusive.
That's good to know.
Joe McDonald's 2K for an insect. I know.
Yeah, we did look at Joe McDonald's cruise, didn't we?
It's an extortionate price. Match of pajamas today. Wish I had thought of that. Okay, was that a pajama buy? I've never seen that one.
Christmas Day.
Oh, pajamas. Christmas Day. I'm right with you. I'm with you. Sorry,
cruise
I'm skimming through.
Good evening.
Camera has been exceptional, which is important.
Okay, yeah, no, it's sometimes you can get the ship might be a bit older, and that's what you find with Aurora. She's an older ship, but the staff really good and loads of passenger to space ratio, whatever you call it, isn't it?
Yes, the passengers to space ratio is huge. Keep going. You're going backwards, Gavin.
1848. Okay, so we had a big gap there. That's fine.
Okay, wow.
I think we might have caught up.
It's probably because we were gabbling on. We were chatting.
I think we have caught up.
Right. Any recommendation for restaurants on our first VV in August? Oh, I love the Wake, and I really, really highly recommend Bottomless Brunch. It is exceptional value for money, as I'm sure Mark and Lynn's from Sweet Natured and the cruise boys and everybody else who went on that cruise will attest to. It was exceptional value for money. Like basically, you go in, the food's all included, Virgin food is all included, bar 1 or 2 elevated dishes on a menu. But you go there for $25, you go down, you have your things you can draw it out, you can chat and chat and chat. There's about 5 drinks, isn't there? You can choose from, so like a mimosa, a Bloody Mary, yada yada. There's different ones, but you just keep going.
I'm just looking there. So Virgin Voyage, so I know which one you're on. So Gumby,
never tried.
The Wake,
that's my favorite.
Razzle Dazzle,
that's good.
Test Kitchen,
it's okay, bit weird for me.
Am I missing anything else then?
Yeah, you've got
Extra
the Mexican one as well,
and you've got Pink Agave. So there's 6 restaurants you can do over 6 nights.
They're all included. Oh, and don't forget, I do like the wings in the social club. They're amazing, and the popcorn. Oh, the popcorn by Richard's Roof at the top on the pool deck. They do this popcorn.
Spicy popcorn, isn't it?
It's like red. It's really cool. Yeah, that's really good. All the food on Virgin, I have to say, is exceptional. It's really good quality food.
When they say it's specialty quality, I'd say most of the time it probably is.
All the restaurants.
It's a lot nicer than any MDR.
Yeah, all the restaurants is basically like specialty restaurants, but they're not charged.
No, and it is quality of what you pay extra for on other cruise lines.
Really good.
Last question from me.
Is Virgin cruising from the UK? No, not at the moment. I think they've now left. Resilient Lady was here. She's left. Scarlett is back next year.
She's back on the 30th of August next year.
However,
just about 4 or 5 cruises. Not many.
There are no short cruises. Like this year, there was a lot of short cruises because I think something happened and she was repositioned from Australia up to here, wasn't she? The year before that.
I remember.
Something happened. She was changed, and they opened up all this opportunities, all these little mini cruises, and there were loads of them. And don't get me wrong, a mini cruise is probably about enough. Any longer, it would have killed me. But it was loads of fun. We have been on there for a week.
If you're looking, if you're not scared of flying and want to fly over to Miami, you can do Virgin Cruise out of Miami. They're quite reasonable. They seem to be more reasonable.
But what I was going to say was Scarlet Lady's back next year. The shortest cruise I believe they have on here is 6 nights.
6 nights.
So, but I like it. It was good. I love Virgin. I do love it. I'm actually thinking Virgin might be. I was saying to you before, there might actually be a cruise on where I need to pick where I don't vlog it anymore and I just go and have fun. And I think, Virgin might be that one.
After some of the comments we had on our video.
and seeing the sort of quality of video that I make. And when I go home and have to edit what I've recorded, it's like
It was fun, though.
It was
fun.
no, that's the thing. It was loads of fun. I let off a lot of steam, and I actually enjoyed cruising for cruising again. It was all very reinvigorated. I come off, felt like having a holiday after that. But regards actually making content, it's not very viable in practice,
No.
is it? So I'm thinking maybe the way to go that we don't record virgins anymore.
Yeah. Elaine, hope you have a good weekend too.
Yes.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you all for coming.
Yes, thank you all. And not a question. Just wanted to say the recent Virgin videos were fantastic, and thank you. Oh, thank you very much. Luke puts a lot of work
I'm glad
into
you
them.
managed to make use of them, make sense of them all.
And then I think it's the last question we've got. What are the ships on the shelf behind you?
Yeah, I think we did address this here on. So we've got the we've got the three of the Cunard Queens. We've got Queen Mary, Queen Elizabeth, and Queen Victoria. There are loads of ships that go all the way up the shelf behind us, and they're also on the TV stand, which you'll probably see, as someone's mentioned before, they want to see our Christmas house. I might do that in the intro for our Christmas video, which will be coming up in December when we do a Christmas thing. We'll be all festive. Yes, the Cunard's there, and there's more over there, and yeah.
So I think we come up. Good evening, Kate, from Australia. Brilliant. I think that's everything we've got covered now, isn't it? So
yeah,
like we said, make sure you sign up to our newsletter. The link's in the description of this one, of this video. Hopefully that'll be out next week. Keep an eye on the shop over the weekend, cruisemonkeyshop.com.
Yes, first come, first serve for the hands and the lanyards and
the monkeys.
Keep your eyes peeled for Merry Maximus.
Merry Maximus. If you're looking at booking a cruise, give the which side is it? That side there.
Yeah,
give the team
around.
a shout there. We work with Travel Village, and there's a team of about 7 or 8 of them that deal with all your booking inquiries, and they're really friendly. Ask for a quote, no obligations.
That's it.
They'll come back to you the price.
Don't ask, you don't get. They could be cheaper. They could save you money. If they don't, that's fine. But they'll try. They'll endeavour to beat the quote.
It'll never cost you more to book.
Yeah, it's worth it.
And then make sure you follow us on Instagram with Cruise Monkeys UK.
Go to Facebook group. That'd be amazing.
Which is Cruise Monkeys Crew.
Don't forget our YouTube.
Yes.
And don't forget to tell all of your friends about our YouTube.
Yes. Share it far and wide. Especially if you like a drink.
Yes. Well, think that's what we do. We make people who like to drink feel normal. They don't feel like they've got a problem with us, do they?
Do you want to do this one last question before we go? One last one snuck in.
Best. Right, okay. It's hard to know what you like and what you expect of a cruise. If you want a traditional cruise, as in what you've seen on Titanic, I'd say Cunard. But if you want something that's fun and informal and blow your mind away, you want something a bit like MSC or Virgin.
I'd say Princess as well.
Princess is very good, But for fun and the polar opposites, you've got Cunard and you've got Virgin. Quiet cruise, no nightclubs.
I'd go something like Princess then. You've got it can be
Cunard,
lively or Cunard,
Cunard.
All ships have nightclubs, but they're a bit more tame.
Every ship has some sort of a late night disco nightclub, but I'd say it's less obvious definitely on Cunard.
Cunard, Princess, that kind of thing. Yeah. But pop along to our Facebook group. Ask a question there.
Questions, fire away. And if we don't know the answers, somebody else always does.
So with that, have a great Friday evening. What's left of it?
And next time you shall all see us. We shall be all festive, hopefully. And the house shall be complete, I hope. Yeah, we'll be.
Yes, we will. We will have another live in December.
We'll do a Christmas one. We always do a Christmas one. So that's coming out. And hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll get some of these. I'll get the Britannia Group cruise sorted for Christmas, and then might take a brief pause over Christmas because no one watches us over Christmas because you're all busy eating your faces off and drinking the drinks and opening the presents. And then we'll business as usual and afterwards, and I'll play catch up after.
Yes.
So that's our plan.
So yes, we shall see you soon.
Yeah. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Happy weekend. Bye.
See ya. Dra.